Good morning, chemistry students. It's me, Mr. Cheney, with another brilliant tutorial. This one today is just about the basic statistics in food chemistry. So, chemistry can be and has been a very math-heavy course. I don't want it to be that way here. However, there are some mathings that we have to do, and these are the most basic that we're going to be using in the labs coming up as far as using our equipment that we learned about. So we're going to go through the basics. Chances are 99% of you have seen these before. Should be a refresher. If not, they're pretty easy concepts, and they're just things that we're going to need to know in order to do the data sets on our measuring labs. So let's get at it. So the basic stats in food chemistry. In food science, we will use math, like I said, and how can we use math in everyday life, like food chemistry, like we're going to do in this class? So the four really easy things that we're going to do with numbers is mean, median, mode, and range. So some of the words you might already know that are associated with these, whether you like it or not like it, whether you know it or not, is average, middle, most frequent, and difference. So this is just different ways of saying what we just went over with those words. So I'll show you what I mean. They're the same ideas. The average, middle, the most frequent, and difference. So average is the same as mean, middle is the same as median, most frequent is mode, and difference is the range of a data set or a collection of numbers. So here's the definition of mean. And again, probably everybody's seen this, but let's just get all on the same page as far as the chemistry definition of this, which is math, of course. Mean is the average of a group of numbers. So average formula is total sum of all numbers that you've got divided by the number of items in that set. So it's helpful to know the mean to see which numbers are above and below the mean. So the average. Mean is the same as average. So here's an example. We have some test scores. These are imaginary test scores. So on an exam, 82, 93, 86, 97, 82. To find the mean of this, you have to add all of these up first. So if we put this into a calculator or did some mental math, we would come up with 440. And then since we had 5 test scores, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we would be dividing the sum, which is 440 by 5. So 440 divided by 5, and we have a mean score of 88. Median is the middle value within a set of data. So always start by listing the numbers in order. That's the crucial thing when we're talking about median. You have to put them in order to find the middle value of a data set. Okay, so let's take some test scores again. We've got 78, 93, 86, 97, 79. These are not in order. We'll put them in numerical order. So now we've got 78. We took the 79 over here. Then we've got 86 in the middle, then 93, then 97. These are in order. So now we can go to the next step where we find the middle number. So 1, 2 on the end, 1, 2 on the end. The middle number right here is 86. So that would be the median or the middle number in a data set. Here's an example, a second example. So we're going to try this with an even number of test scores. So that one was easy because it was odd. So now we've got 6 test scores, and then we're going to put them in order. And so now we've got 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. So we've got these 2 numbers right here that are in the middle. So now what do? We have 86 and 88. So what we're going to do now is actually find the average or mean of these 2 numbers in order to find the middle or median of this data set. So we're just going to add those 2 numbers together, divide by 2, and our median is going to be 87. Okay, mode refers to the number that occurs the most frequently. So an easy way to remember, the first 2 letters are the same mode and most frequent. So MO at the front of those 2 words to kind of help you remember what mode is. So most frequent. What happens the most frequent? So let's look at a data set. here's a list of weights for a half a cup of flour, so 77 grams, 79 grams, all the way through. So there are repeating numbers in there that we can see. So if we put them in order, it will make it a little easier. So we've got 3 times we used 77, then we got 79, 82, and then 2 times we used 83. So 77 grams is the most frequent number that was used in this data set of 7 measurements of flour. Okay, range is the difference between the highest and the lowest numbers of the series. All we have to do is put the numbers in order. So again, crucial that we put these in order, and subtract the lowest from the highest. So here's an example. It's a list of weights again. Half a cup of flour. There we go. Again, we're going to put them in order, so same number set as we did. And the highest number is 83, and the lowest number is 77, so our next step is subtract. 83 minus 77, our range of this data set is 6 grams. That's our range. Okay, so we have the weight of common baking ingredients. We're going to look at flour, cake flour, granulated sugar, brown sugar, powdered sugar. So we've got some weights in ounces here. And we're going to calculate mean, median, mode, and range. And I'm going to have you calculate those and answer questions in the next few sections of this video. So it'll stop and you'll actually provide those answers in a multiple choice question. So here we go. Add the numbers together and divide by number of samples to find the mean of these numbers right here. So take some time to do that, and there will be a question for you to answer after this. Okay, next question, we're looking at median. So median is the middle. So we're going to put the numbers in order, and we're going to find the middle numbers. So you want to put these in order. We'll find the number in the middle, and once again, we'll pause this video to get a question so that you can answer the correct way. Mode, we're going to put the numbers in order and find the most frequent number. So again, we're putting these in order, which one shows up the most as far as frequency is concerned. Answer a question on that. And lastly, range, put the numbers in order and subtract the lowest from the highest number. So here they are, and I'm not going to give you the real answer. I'm sure you can come up with it on your own. And all of that, you need to know that information, those simple math terms, in order to do our lab later this week, where we're going to measure with scientific equipment that we just learned about. We're going to measure some water, we're going to do some flour stuff as well, and we're going to get prepared for our first actual food coming up, which I believe is going to be making some sugar cookies. So that's it. Make sure you answer those questions in between, and I will see you back in class.